kia ora, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Mesa in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling start to your Winning Wednesday. Yes, today we get to celebrate your wins of the week. What wins have you had this week that we can celebrate? I have got projects that have been completed. I have got goals that have been met. So I'm off to a great start this week so far. Let's see. My little key. Just making sure it wasn't falling off because I was about to knock it off. Anyway, so back to Winning Wednesday. Sorry, I've already had a super fantastic sparkling start. I woke up to the pitter patter of rain on the roof. It was great. I got up, I had breakfast. Zeffie slept. Then she came and joined me and wanted her 4 Cheerios. She left after 2. I don't know why. That's her thing. But then we got ready, went out for our beautiful walk. Came back, got on an amazing training session we just had this morning. Mine's already blowing. And now I'm sitting here with you guys on a Winning Wednesday, which is going to be a very packed day for me. My schedule is full today. Yes, I have my reminders set for when I have to switch, when I have to take breaks, when I have to start a new project or a new appointment and everything else. So I have a very packed schedule today. So this is going to go fast because I open my office in 33 minutes. And I opened my office today and I got a bit of stuff that I need to get done before I actually start my office hours, although my official office hours. So what is 7 ways that you can develop a winning mindset? Number 1, define your why. Why are you doing what you are doing? Why? So with genealogy, I absolutely have a huge passion for genealogy. And the fact that I can help people find a connection through their ancestors to points in history and make history come alive for them, that to me just brings me such immense joy to be able to do that for people. I'm doing it for my own family with my family tree, going through there, and like if I come across some event in history, I go into my family tree and I search, okay, who was born around that time? Who would have lived through that event? And what relationship do they have to me? Because I have a very long and wide tree. I've got 7,900 people in the tree, and that's between my family and Brad's family. And we've got on Brad's side of the family, on his maternal side, we have connections to the American Revolution, so we can now learn about that. There's connections on to the Civil War, so we've got interest in that area. So it's helping people develop that interest in history through their own personal connections to points in history, and it just brings me such joy, and to know that the work that I'm doing now can be passed on to generations that are coming after me within my family, and to know that when I'm helping others, I'm helping them, leave that legacy. Excuse me, hang on. Lemon, ginger, and honey. Love it. So I can now help other families do the same thing, of leave that legacy of, this is where you come from. This is, these are the people that make you who you are today. These are people that are part of you. And this is things that they have done. And you can, like I said, you can see the traits coming down through the family. So that's a huge passion of mine. Another passion of mine is, another reason why is, especially during our global pause right now, it is helping people stay connected with other people. So, when was the last time you sent a birthday card to somebody? Or did you just put out a message on Facebook going, hey, happy birthday? Do you just leave them a message on Facebook, or do you actually send them a card in the mail? An actual physical card in the mail. I can't show you this one because you have to be part of the birthday club to hang on, to see what it is. And this is the back, part of the back that you get to see. So what's in the envelope? You'll have to tell me your birthday. So leave that in the comments below, and we can get you to be part of the birthday club. But I am now getting very rigid about trying to get rigid. I am working on this. It is one of my goals, is to make people feel special. There's nothing more than putting a smile on somebody's face. That is my way, is to make people smile and feel good about themselves, and to know that people out there actually care and take the time. See, there's my 9:30 alarm just went off. To take the time to make them a card and send them a card just to say thank you. And there's something different about getting a card in the mail because it's more personalized, than getting a text message or a Facebook message or something like that. Yes, it's all great that people take time out to write those messages and stuff, but there's just something special. And when you hear from somebody that, oh my gosh, you were the only person who sent me a birthday card, Do you know how heartbreaking it is to see that? So I am determined to celebrate birthdays. I want to do a minimum of 2 birthdays every day for an entire year. Actually, I think I made it 3 the other day because that gave me my 1,000 birthdays. Yeah, I want to celebrate 1,000 birthdays a year. So if you're not part of my birthday club, private message me and we'll get you on that. So define your why. Make a plan and set goals. So that's step number 1. Define your why. Number 2, make a plan and set your goals. You can't go anywhere without a roadmap. So setting your goal and then working out, and then you set the main goal here and then you break it down into the smaller steps. And that now becomes your roadmap to get to your destination. Because if you don't have any goals set, how do you know where you're going? You can say, oh, yes, well, I'm going to go do this. Write it down. There is something powerful in writing down your goals and mapping out the steps that you need to do to achieve those goals. And like I said, that becomes your roadmap. I have been on I've covered almost 11,000 miles in this country just in sparkles. We did and we always had the GPS there to the side, but I still have a actual map book, paper, where color coded and everything else. They color coded it, not me. The yellow roads are for the RV safe roads. But I had a special GPS on my phone, which is an RV, which allows me to go. I put in the dimensions of my vehicle, and it tells me where I can and cannot go. Is there a low bridge? We're not going down that way. Is there a narrow road? We're not going that way. So my GPS will direct me on RV safe routes to help me get to where I need to go. But without my destination, how can my GPS tell me where to go? A roadmap is useless unless I know where I'm going. So you can have all the atlases that you want. Well, there's a word I haven't said for a while. You have all the atlases you want, but unless you know what your destination is, how do you know what to look up in the atlas, and how do you know which roads you need to take to get to that destination? So when you set your goals, make a plan, and that becomes your roadmap. Number 3, accountability. Oh my gosh, this is huge. I actually have an accountability call today, and that's going over what were my goals for the week. Did I achieve them? Did I not achieve them? Where am I with my goals? And then what goals do I have coming up for the following week? So I've got to be accountable to somebody, and to turn around and we've got this timer set the same time every Wednesday. And we get on this call, and I turn around and say, okay, here's what I accomplished this week. Here's what I'm going to be doing next week. And to get on that call and go, well, I really didn't do anything. Do you know how tough that is to do, to admit that you didn't do anything towards your goals during the week, that you may not have accomplished your goals, you may have missed your goals for whatever reason? When you're accountable to somebody, that is really tough to turn around and says, well, I didn't get to it this week, because then you start with the excuses, excuse after excuse after. Cut out the excuses. There is no excuse. If you're looking for a way to get out of things, just don't have an accountability partner. Simple as that. But the accountability partner keeps you on track, keeps you going. Have a daily routine and schedule. So I have my morning routines every morning that I do. I have my night routines that I do every night. And then in between there, I have my time blocks in my calendar scheduled out. And I do my best to stick to them. Some days I'm 100%. Some days I might miss the mark because I forget to set my reminders. But again, that's an excuse. So that's on me for not keeping track of my time. It stops with me, basically. So let's see, we've got number 1 is define your why. Number 2, make a plan and set your goals. Number 3 is your accountability partner. Number 4, your daily routine and schedule. This is so important, because again, if you don't have that roadmap throughout the day, what are you going to do? You end up wasting time. This is why Sunday is my day off, and I try and stay completely offline during that day, except for my Facebook Lives. But it's during that time that I'm basically relaxing, chilling out, and all of that. But then during the week, I am into my daily routines. In fact, even on Sunday, I still do my same morning routine and my same evening routine. 7 days a week, same morning routine, same evening routine. It's just what happens in between those times that can change. Number 5, use meditation, visualization, and journaling, or journaling. So you can pick one of those. Some people prefer to meditate. Some people prefer to visualize. Some people prefer to journal. Some people self-talk. They might have like a list of things that they look in the mirror each morning at themselves, and they read these things off that are written on their mirror. Whatever it is that helps keep you focused on what your goals are, on what your why is, then do it. If it's meditation to help you find that center place within inside you, do that. If it's visualization, you can do that through guided meditation as well. And some people do that too. Some people Might just sit there with their eyes closed and visualize, and that's basically meditating. But some people call it visualization. That's fine, whatever you want to call it. Journaling. I journal every evening. I put down what I did throughout the day. I put down some thoughts will go in there. I put down prayers in there. I put down everything into my journal. My journal sits next to me here, and I may even just like put a little post-it note and stick it on my journal to remind myself to put it in the journal later on. But whatever it is that helps you maintain that positive outlook and keeps you focused on your goals and keeps you centered, then go do that. Number 6, and some people do even like yoga or go for a run. Some people find run a meditation for them. That's fine. Whatever form it is that helps keep you centered, to keep you on track with your goals and your why, that's what you need to be doing on a daily basis. Number 6 is journaling is having your processes in place and journaling your breakdowns and then your breakthroughs. So your breakdowns is when something doesn't go right because you might be missing a step in a process or you need to tweak that process a little bit. And then your breakthrough comes, it's sort of like, oh, we didn't get this out on time. Why? And you go back through your processes and you find, oh, we've missed a step in here. We need to put this step in here. That is your breakthrough moment. You put that in there and away you go. Other breakdowns and breakthroughs, and this is my favorite thing, is that if you're part of a mastermind group, if you do like hot seats or the breakthrough zone or whatever you want to call it, that's when you get put into the chair and you turn and say, I'm having this issue in my business, and everybody in the room helps coach you through possible solutions. And you can say, nope, nope, thank you. And when you say thank you, that's it, boom, done. If you turn around and say, okay, some people will turn and say, okay, you got 20 minutes in the chair and we're going to bombard you with ideas and things. And somebody will be recording it and then you get to take that away and take your notes. If you want to see a great example of this, of how this works, it is phenomenal because it's one of my favorite portions of this entire thing. This weekend, Casey is doing an encore for Networking Riches. I've put the link in the description here for you so you can get your complimentary ticket. And this time he's doing more breakout sessions, which is putting us into breakout rooms where he will give us a question to discuss or something to discuss. So we're getting to network with other people during that time. And every time we go into a breakout room, he recreates the room. So it randomly selects different people to go in the room. Sometimes you may get some same people. Sometimes you get different people and a mixture of them. And then he's doing more breakthrough zones, which is the hot seat thing. So we're going to get to have the fun of witnessing people having those moments. Sometimes it can be extremely emotional, but watching those light bulbs suddenly go off or the person suddenly gets it, that their problem isn't as big, Carrie Underwood's song, So Small. Sometimes that mountain you've been climbing is just a grain of sand. So with the grain of sand thing, it's sort of like, you think that your problem's like this, you get in the chair and you get coached through that problem and suddenly you realize that mountain really is just a small grain of sand. And it's that when those moments go off that you see that light in their eyes, you see that light bulb go off above their head, you just see it on their face, their body language. It is just incredible when those moments happen. So if you'd like to see that in action, come join us at Networking Riches this weekend. He's also going to be doing a section on Clubhouse. So if you have not heard of Clubhouse, or you've heard of Clubhouse, but heard of Clubhouse, but not sure what it is, come along and find out. It is really cool. And then the last, number 7, is your perspective and patience. Have patience. Goals do not happen, goals can't be achieved overnight. If you've got some big goal that you're going for, that you want to make a certain amount of money per year, you want to have a certain size business by the end of the year, it takes time. So have patience. Put things in perspective. Set out your goals. The perspective will, your goals will help you set your perspective on things. But change your perspective as well. Look at it from different angles. You're looking at it as a business owner, or you're looking at it as an employee, or you're looking at it from this perspective. Change to a different perspective. If you're a business owner, try and change it to the customer's perspective. When my customer walks through the door, what am I helping them accomplish? I've got this great product over here, but if it doesn't solve the client's problem, then they're not going to be interested in it. But I'm going to try and sell it to them anyway. Now look at it from the customer's perspective. I have this problem. Do you have the product that solves that problem? So it helps with changing the process and everything else. So those are the 7 steps. Those are the 7 ways that you can develop a winning mindset: is define your why, make a plan and set goals for your roadmap. Find an accountability partner, somebody that's going to hold you accountable, not coach you, just hold you accountable. And it's just a 5-minute phone call. That's all it is, once a week. Or you might want to make it daily or something like that. Completely up to you. Number 4, set your daily routine and schedule. Number 5, use meditation, visualization, or journaling to help keep you on track and help keep you centered. Number 6, look at your processes and write down your breakdowns and your breakthroughs. And then number 7, keep your perspective where it needs to be. Change your perspective if you need to get a different idea, and have patience. So I guess that's really 8, because you put perspective and patience on 2 different lines. I made it 7. But anyway, that's it from me for today, and hope you all have a super fantastic sparkling day. I now have to go call my mail place so I can get my mail delivered to me, since it hasn't been here since before my birthday. So all my birthday cards are waiting for me. And I noticed that my sister-in-law just put in the comments that she sent a card to me in December but never heard from me. That's because I haven't had my mail forwarded to me in Arizona yet for that stuff that I got for birthday and Christmas. Being a December baby, you tend to get a lot of mail in December. But anyway, have a super fantastic, sparkling, winning day and winning Wednesday, and we will catch you guys later today. Hei konera!